Now, I was raised to be respectful and responsible, but at a cost to my own self-esteem. So then I had to work to repair that. So I was the good kid, but at a big cost. Let's not have that for our kids. We can find a way that's really effective, that teaches them these things. How many of you want to have kids that are very respectful? How many of you want to have kids that are very responsible? My children are so respectful and responsible that many people have said to me over the years, you must have been a harsh disciplinarian. You must have spanked them. No, never. I was a yeller, but I was not a hitter, thankfully. And it's interesting. So we live in a society where we believe the opposite of what is true. Rudolf Dreikurs, the father of modern parenting, said, children do not have to suffer to learn. Children do not have to suffer to learn. In fact, they can even have fun in the process of learning to be responsible and respectful. How do we do that? The root word of the word discipline is disciplina, whose original Latin meaning was to teach by example. However, today, discipline and punishment have gotten mixed up to be the same thing. They are different. Discipline is about teaching mindset. Punishment is about you will suffer mindset. I will take something away from you. I will hurt you in some way, even if it's minor. And then you will learn. See, if you behave badly, then I take this thing away, you're hurt in some way, then your behavior will improve. The opposite is true. This is the trickiest thing that I teach in parenting. I know for me, it took me the longest to learn, and I say that only because I want you to be very easy on yourself as we bring up what I find are usually very new and very different ideas. It's similar to taking care of ourselves. How many of you had parents who largely were respectful and responsible in the way they disciplined you? Some people, but a very small percentage, maybe 5. So that's rare. That means the rest of us either came from homes that were too permissive, or people didn't seem to care about us, or too harsh. And either extreme is not where we want to end up with our kids. Before we get into the real how-tos of discipline, let's take a look at the discipline pyramid. This is a pyramid that shows the relative effectiveness of your different parenting tools and techniques. At the bottom it says, having a good relationship with your child. This is the most effective discipline tool, quote unquote, that you have. If I have a good relationship with my child, we can talk things through, we can work it out. I'll have very little need to do logical consequences. People ask me right now about how I do consequences with my teenage daughters. I haven't had to come up with a logical consequence in, I think, a couple of years, because I have worked so much on developing a good relationship.